As chair of the Senate Common Education Committee, you have stated numerous times in public that you will never allow a bill to be heard in your committee which proposes to alter, amend, or repeal the Common Core aligned Oklahoma academic standards. If Common Core standards are appropriate for Oklahoma, why are you blocking bills from Senate debate and vote that other legislators have put forth in the House and which have passed committee and floor votes? As a resident of Oklahoma, I deserve to have my voice heard via my senator, Mr. Rick Winkler, who represents me. You, sir, are refusing the representation of all Oklahomans through legislative tactics and public refusal for open debate on these bills. What do you fear? And I would like to say, I'm a retired Oklahoma educator. I spent 28 years of my life educating. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I knew my students. I taught high school. I spent my last 6 years here. I am seeing through my grandchildren who are in kindergarten and third grade and who are in a fantastic school here in Owasso. I am seeing them stressed. And they're very bright students. They have a mother who has a PhD. She stays home. She works with them. I've gone down and done flashcards, and I've done sight words. And I am sad to say that there are other children in those classes that do not have the support. Their parents are working. They don't have time. They may speak another language. Those kids are falling behind, and they are stressed. To see a kindergarten with tears in their eyes and to see a third grader say, I don't know it, I can't do it, is really sad. And I don't believe that's what Oklahoma education is all about.
Would you read your first sentence again?
Yes, you are chairman, right?
Yeah,
Of the
yeah.
Senate. I may not have the
No,
committee
about
exactly
the
right.
quote, about the quote that I made.
That you have made in numerous times that you will not allow a bill that disagrees with Common Core in your committee. And that is true.
It's true.
Okay. If
I'm
you
one of
say
those
you
guys.
say-
You said that
I
too.
saw it in the paper. I saw your quote Monday in the paper.
Man, what's in the
And on the
anyway,
news.
regardless, we're gonna hear a bill on Monday, and, you know, we talk about, and I talk about, we've voted on it once. I have talked to lots of individuals that do believe it is appropriate. We've had several districts that have spent money and effort and time to implement the standards. Now, Monday, we're gonna pass a bill that has a task force that will be made up of teachers and superintendents, business people, higher ed, to look at.
Parents.
And parents, yes ma'am, to look at these standards. They have to report back by December 31st of this year. They're gonna look at the standards, they're going to look at the assessments. This is, I think, you know, the appropriate way to look at it. As I mentioned, we passed the bill in 2010. The districts have put more effort, money into it, but, you know, if it reports that I said I would never, ever hear anything that altered or did
Yeah.
Common Core, I read a lot of things in the paper that I'm not sure were really said. But that aside, we are going to create this task force that will look at the process and see where it belongs. We'll finish that by the end of next year.
So how many bills have come up before that you have allowed, other than the passing of the Common Core Education Bill in 2010 or whatever it was? How many bills have come up that you have discussed in your committee that want to do something different with Common Core? How many have you allowed?
I don't know as I can tell you that off the top of
Any?
my head.
Do you know of any?
Zero.
I mean, do you know of any? I was a former government teacher, and I know that there have been some very important legislation that has been repealed. And amendments to the Constitution, other state laws, things have been changed. Just because it was voted in and it was so, doesn't mean it's right.
We have time for 2 or 3 more